time when born was in the beginning of all that time. I remember very clear that I had another age. I remember that I was in that time, my age, but without age. And I remember too clearly DALMA AMANTHA. I remember so clear that DALMA AMANTHA put on me and helped me when I was in that dimension of the time and the matter. At that time I was a prophet and I was delivered from the star of the richness to the earth, but I was living on board and I was lost, and that I remember that I was lost, and I said to me, how can I do the next things to the proper time of the future? On board and from board to Normandia. And it's what happened that Normandia on board was a part of that time. Maybe that time won't be never more to Normandia, who knows? Because all that and all of that future past and all the time was put on responsibility, and it was entrusted to DALMA AMANTHA Douglas Pertfourth.
Born, the new words. DALMA, a creative force. Traveling the galaxies rose in my mission. Suddenly, one of the so many transfers for the ships, the superior siblings of the same ones, they took me to board, and they left me there, in the clouds of board, aware of civilization of another consistency and matter. But they left me abandoned. That is to say, they made it on purpose, so that somebody took me out there, of the area of the great black matter, and that somebody was a superior sister of the ships called DALMA AMANTHA Douglas Pertfourth. In making it, she transported me toward the same core heart that she called of the new words of Bohr, and there she showed me those words and told me that the superior siblings of the ships, in fact, they had not abandoned me, but rather they had taken me out of Normandia. That Normandia was Argentina in the future, but in a very high future, and told me that she made it because they had decided that Argentina should disappear to be annihilated. Before what DALMA told me that she had a part of that function, that the same one will show it, not only to Argentina, but to the whole world.
Can you see, Huguito? This is this way. This is the earth. It is as a plate. The hollow low part of it. That is Normandia. That is Argentina, in where you have been born. Okay, look at it well. It is a flying saucer, and that it is the form in that moves the country, of certain that the part of up of their dome, it is that I should protect, because those Argentinian common binary, those that sleep and sleep again, they could never arrive to this dome where I am. For that, not neither I should let that day arrive to this dome, and to you I have brought you, and I have shown you the new worlds of Bohr, because many Argentinian before you, they have been brought to Bohr, but all have died the eternal death, and the binary time death, and you have also died, but now I give you life. It is easy for me to make it. I will arm a race of the best thing of me. I will call it NORGMA, and the worst in me I will call it Thina, so that these two things don't mix. From this my dark side of mine, I will deny all that I say from the other side, and who they are, or be born in this side, they will be the marked ones to die. Here, those that will die for sure will be, but they won't know what is that. I will deceive them totally. Look at it, Huguito. It is so, a dome of Tragnia. It is the part where I am, and nobody arrives to me. You has only been able to arrive here because you are of Kiwost. Now this is saddled for air clouds. Is the whole air and the clouds. That is war. And then the part of below it is Normandia. But it is sometimes Argentina binary common, where the Argentinians every day they are killed, they are stolen, and they are reviled and they are degraded, besides being discarded themselves. I sustain all of this, and when making it I maintain a relative balance in this. But when becoming myself into flesh common woman, this balance it conquers me, and I cannot sustain it. It is there, and started from there, that I move and I transfer all this in several ways. I observe and I see that my children, the NORGMOS, has separated from the Argentinians. They are my children also, but in a very good way in this position, because they rejoice me and they can see me. It is there when I bless Normandia, and she bless me, and she is reflected in the universe, and the wrong doesn't exist, only the very common one general. All are, and they lack anything. There I stay to contemplate them, and to reflect me in them, and them in me. They are my children, and they make me eternal. I can never age, them neither, but in flesh I cannot sustain it for eternal time.
Dalma showed me the relationships of the clouds of war, of that civilization with Argentina. It transferred me toward the same beginning of our country. But before it, she showed me the focuser. She spoke to me in English, and I thought, why she doesn't speak to me in Castilian? If it is Argentina, Normandia, the Argentinians speak Spanish Castilian. Before what told me that she spoke to me in Castilian, but I felt in English, because the Castilian comes from English, and that the things are not like one knew or they had told us, because she could change all when she wanted, and that the new words, many of them have the base of the English language, but that the universal language, although it was the most capable, it could not still be, and that some people of course already know it. And he told me, it is not that I will destroy Argentina, but rather I will arm a new world, and the commandant Esta has given me the authorization for it.